Yo, I'm Bob. Totally blind since birth into Star Wars, talking about Tales of the Jedi, the animated series that has just dropped on Disneyplus. So it's October 26th as this video is being filmed, so we're only going to be talking about short number 1 of 6. This one's Life and Death. Spoilers ahead, watch the short before listening to my thoughts. And with that being said, you better believe I'm jumping headlong into this thing. So I've been following the tales of Ahsoka Tano since reading about her or listening to her story for the first time when picking up the Star Wars The Clone Wars movie novelization on CD back in 2008. Even before the film had come out in theaters, I wanted to read about this character. There was no audio description in theaters back in those days, at least not that I know of. So I got the book and I immediately liked the character because I remembered what it was like when my little sister was 14. I remembered what it was like to watch her coming into her own, having this, brash 14-year-old. It's into her head and out of her mouth before she can take it back. She comes up with all kinds of weird little nicknames for things. Of course, I also thought of Young Jedi Knights and Jaina Solo from the old EU, the old Legends timeline when reading the book. And I mean, I was a prequel kid. I'd already watched episode 1 in theaters when it had first come out. It was a character that George had created, Ahsoka Tano was, so I wanted to see where he was going with this character. I immediately dreaded the outcome and the potentiality of her story because, of course, we didn't know what was going to become of her by Order 66 at that point. So getting to see this short kind of takes me back to the old Clone Wars movie novelization here. Getting to see Ahsoka as a baby, it tugged at my heartstrings unexpectedly. I mean, I'd watched the trailer with descriptive audio narration turned on, listened to it, whatever you want to call it, on Disneyplus a couple of weeks ago, so I knew what I was getting. But when you hear her dad, when you hear Nikhil, over the moon, overjoyed, trying to get every villager to come see what they just brought into the world, the little girl that has just been born, and you get that swelling score there. It's quite beautiful. So yeah, I did tear up just a little bit. Just a little bit. And we get that scene where Ahsoka's mom, Pofty, is naming her. Also stellar performance by Janina Gavankar. And we get to flash forward about a year in the future. Ahsoka's 1. And I love getting to see her going hunting with her mom here. And we get to see the Kybook again. So if you watch the Gindi micro series, that's that little creature that Yoda was riding in the very beginning of the series. I remember someone once describing it to me as a reindeer thing, which still makes me laugh. I guess it does kind of look like a reindeer. I wouldn't know because I never picked up Yoda on Kybook way back in the day. But yeah, cool that these guys are on the planet of Shile or whatever you want to call it. I can't remember how the narrator pronounces it. So I've only seen the episode twice as of this video's filming. But yeah, I like where Ahsoka's mom is only taking what she needs. She's telling her little girl that it's going to feed Minnie after she downs the Kybook there. And there's this one bit of dialogue that's making me slightly nervous for the live action show. It's when Ahsoka's mom, Mama Tano as I like to call her, she says, "You must face death, Ahsoka. Don't fear it." Something along those lines anyway. So I'm thinking, Dave, are you maybe kind of foreshadowing what possibly is going to happen in the live action series there, Mr. Surdy, sir? Maybe. I've already seen 3 main protagonists I've grown up with bite the dust on screen. Not quite sure I'm ready for a 4th, but what the hey. I mean, come what may. So yeah, we get to see that little ritual there after the Kybook is downed. And I like when that big felinoid creature bounds out of the surrounding forest. And I'm not sure what species this is, but I have a thing for cats. I love cats. So I was hoping that this thing would survive to the end of the episode. And understandably, Ahsoka's mom, she's doing what she can, but the creature spirits her little girl away. It reminded me of a myth, of a fable. You read about those things in old fairy stories. So baby Ahsoka is whisked away in the jaws of this ginormous felinoid creature. I don't think its name has been announced. I'm sure it's not a Nexu. It doesn't sound like a Nexu. They don't tell you what it is on the descriptive audio narration track, so maybe we'll get some trivia surrounding this creature, what it is, in the days to come. And you get that really cool scene in the den of this felinoid creature. And yes, I was getting Daniel in the Lion's Den vibes right away. Of course, I guess I should say it's Ahsoka in the Lion's Den vibes, because she's not too afraid. She's very calm. She's very curious, and I like how she turns to the creature as it's licking its jaws, and she just gives it this look. She looks deep into its eyes, and they share that moment, and she's bonded with this creature. I really envy newcomers to the franchise who are introduced to this stuff now, after Clone Wars, after a lot of this stuff has come out. And you get to start Ahsoka's story here if that's what you choose to do with your friends or your kiddos or what have you. If you show them this right here, where you introduce them to Ahsoka here, it's got to be something special. I wish I could have come in right here, getting to see her bonding with this big cat here, and we get to see Pafti. She is downtrodden, but lo and behold, her baby girl is riding the back of this felinoid creature back into the village. And boy, the music was it was something all throughout the episode 1 here, or short number 1 as I should say, but I really liked it here. And yeah, they spare the felinoid creature. It goes back to where it had come from, and it just drops her off, and it just goes on. And I like how the elder at the end of the short comes to the conclusion, well, Ahsoka can do the things that she can do because she is Jedi. And I was expecting maybe a little bit more. I was expecting Plo to show up, and I was expecting maybe to see Pafti parting with her little girl. We know that Dave has drawn Plo Koon with baby Ahsoka. I was kind of wanting to see that in animation, wanting it to be described to me in an episode, but maybe we'll see that at some point in the future. It's just a really cool scene that, I've heard about. You listen to Dave talking at a lot of the panels and in bonus features and things like that, and he talks about this scene quite frequently. You can tell he's really proud of what he'd worked on there, that little piece of art that he'd made. But it was a really interesting short. I give it about a 10 out of 10. And boy, is there anything I have forgotten before wrapping this up? I don't think so, but I loved getting to see this kid here, even before she is a Jedi. She's one with the Force, and the Force is with her, as a certain blind guy once said. I wish we'd gotten that Plo Koon stuff, but not really that big of a deal. I hope we get more shorts like this. It is October, so maybe a couple of Octobers down the road, we'll get a series of shorts paying homage to another series of comic books from the EU, because of course this is called Tales of the Jedi. It makes me think of the comics that you can read about with Ulic Qel-Droma, his brother Kay, and all those characters. But maybe we'll get a series of shorts called Dark Lords of the Sith at some point. That's what I'm hoping for one of these Octobers. It would be a really spooky Halloween kind of a thing to watch, So I guess next time we're going to be getting into Dooku's shorts. I think from what the little summaries say on the page for these episodes, we get 3 for Dooku. I'm guessing those are 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to get the 2 remaining shorts, 5 and 6, spotlighting more Ahsoka. So I guess we're going to be going in timeline order, because this has got to be before the Clone Wars even broke out, like way back. Then we're going to get to see, I guess, a younger Dooku in short number 2. I would imagine it's the one where we get to see Qui-Gon as a Padawan here. So yeah, we're going to be going in chronological order. Don't know what the short's called, but yeah, we'll be talking about Dooku next time in short number 2. Be here for that. And I'm having a ball with this stuff. I want more stuff with the Jedi and stuff with the Sith like this. It's really cool. And yeah, maybe one of these days we'll get a Dark Lords of the Sith anthology. I would eat that up, needless to say. I think Sith are fun. Sorry, but they are. They have cookies, from what the old meme said back in the day. Till next time, guys, may the Force be with you.